Now let's start with your dozen a day. So you've got a new dozen a day this week, number 9, which is cartwheels, and also number 10 over the page, the splits. So cartwheels first. You start with your basic chord of C, which you've played in deep breathing and deep knee bend, C, E and G. Okay, that's the bass note of these little triplets. So we play the left hand ones first, then the right hand, bring the left hand over, and then a C at the top with a second finger. Now we're going to this chord here with the B at the bottom. Left hand over, and that's a D with the right hand. Then back to your C chord, and there are 4 triplets, so it goes really high, and you finish with a very high middle C. Sorry, not middle C, just C. Okay, so each of these high notes, whether it's the right hand or the left hand, make sure you're using your second finger on them. That is D, all right? That is C, an octave higher than that one, all right? So although it looks as if the music comes down, that little 8 with the dotted line bracket tells you that you play that note an octave higher on the piano. So actually this C is up here somewhere. It does follow on from the end of the little triplets there, okay? So although it looks as if it comes down in the music, that little 8 and the bracket tells us to play that note an octave higher, so actually it is up here. But if they wrote it on the music, it would have so many of these little tiny ledger lines, it would be really difficult to read. So it's actually easier to read it like that and just to follow the instruction to play it an octave higher. So let me play a cartwheels again. The idea is that, like a cartwheel just goes over and over, doesn't it? That you keep the hands moving, all right, rolling one after the other. So left hand, right hand, 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 and then left hand does the top one. Okay, so just try and keep the notes and the hands moving. Turning the page, the splits. This is like a contrary motion scale. You can see that by the way that it's written. Okay, so we need to repeat the top note and the bottom note. That's not quite how you normally play it, but it is in this exercise. Then count 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Okay, and then if you can't stretch, if that bothers you trying to do that, just do a tiny little break. It doesn't matter in between them. You can also do this one staccato. Really snap those fingers short, bend them like anything. Okay, so do both of those this week and next week.